The Supreme Court has ruled the Peace Cross can stay right where it is on public land. The cross along Bladensburg Road was built nearly a century ago and honors local troops who died in World War I. Opponents argued the cross violates the Constitution by endorsing one religion over others. Jess Arnold has more on what should be the final say on the matter.
Driving into Bladensburg, Maryland, you can't miss this 40-foot concrete cross stationed at the convergence of Baltimore Avenue and Annapolis Road.
It makes me proud that this county and the American Legion thought enough of the service and sacrifice of those veterans to remember them.
The nearly century-old cross was initially erected to honor 49 Prince George's County vets who died during World War I, many of whom veteran Michael Moore's grandfather fought alongside.
Endurance, courage, valor, and devotion.
Now, thanks to a 7-2 Supreme Court decision, the cross bearing those words can remain, even though the land on which it sits belongs to the local government.
Frankly, we're disappointed by today's ruling. The Supreme Court failed to recognize that a Christian cross cannot appropriately honor veterans of all faith groups and none.
Monuments in general, and this monument specifically, acquire many meanings over time. And the court recognized that at the time of World War I, the cross was a symbol that was used to honor the war dead, all war dead.
To supporters' excitement and opponents' frustration, lawyers argue that this could set a precedent for similar monuments across the country.
This is really a landmark decision for religious freedom. It's going to change about 50 years of what has been hostility to religion, where we see religious monuments and memorials and symbols sort of being attacked. That's now over, and we're going to consider those long-standing monuments, memorials, to be presumptively constitutional.
So while this case does end here, the buck really stops at the Supreme Court. We're looking forward to narrowing this decision in courtrooms around the country about other arguments, other cases, other constitutional violations.
General counsel for the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, which owns the land, said he firmly believes in the separation of church and state. To him, history was the crux of this case.
So this was just the wrong poster child. So I just want to say to the people in the community who are concerned from a legal perspective that this is the death knell of separation of church and state, that is not the case. That is not what we stood for. We stood for something that was figuratively and literally concrete.
In Bladensburg, Jess Arnold, WUSA 9.